We're here with John Maguire, coach for the UKMMAF's amateur team going out to the Worlds in July. John, first, how did this opportunity come about, and did you have to think about it at all?
No, I got asked, and when they said Vegas again, I was like, yeah, I just want to go to Vegas. I don't care about the team.
And that's the interview.
No, I got asked, and I said, yeah, because last year it was my teammate,
Yep.
the big slow, Luke Barnett, and they said, would you be interested in coaching? I said, yeah, but I like to be hands-on, and that was me conditions. I want to spar, boom, 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 and that's why I'm here.
Again, you're throwing your support behind a body that's trying to, become the recognized federation, so that Sport UK will look at it, MMA, and look at the grassroots of it and start helping support and fund it. How important is the UKMMAF and sort of their vision for what the sport should become?
I think it's a good. They're going in the right direction. With the safety in this and all this involved, and they're going to push it. I think it's good. It's only good for the sport to go forward. At the minute, the UKMMA's took a backward step again, but we won't go into that one.
Okay.
That's an whole other time, but yeah, I think it's a good step forward, and that's why I want to jump on board with them.
Again, you have a history in the combat sports. Why have you attached yourself to the UKMMAF, and why is it so important?
I've been, like I said, I've been involved since the beginning, and I've seen the progression of MMA. I've seen the highlights and the lowlights, and I can see that there's room for improvement, and I can see that for MMA to progress into the future, it has to get regulation, it has to get development, it has to become a sport, it has to have progression, and to do this, someone's got to get it together. Now, a lot of people will say that this needs to be done. A lot of people are talking about it, but time for talking's finished. It now has to be done. So, me and a few others, we put ourselves forward, giving our time away to develop mixed martial arts in the way that we think it should develop.
If this had been around when you started, and when you started in your way back when, is this? Do you go, oh man, I wish I had these opportunities?
Yeah, definitely, and also like I didn't really, if I'm honest, I didn't really know what I was doing when I first started. I just thought it was just something cool to do, but and I think that's why my record is how it is, especially in the early days. I wasn't, if there was a body like the UKMMAF around and they had some of the things they're thinking about implementing, I probably wouldn't have been allowed to fight, which is a good thing. Yeah. And probably my record would be better than it is. But yeah, it would have been great. But I always feel privileged to have been, understanding. I understand what the dark days of MMA in the UK look like, and it's cool to see how much it's evolved in the last 6-7 years.
And in terms of the 215 Worlds in Las Vegas, I think it's a really, really exciting opportunity for young amateurs. Not just the experience of actually being out in Las Vegas and fighting in the Fan Expo with the UFC and being on Fight Pass and being broadcast all around the world. I mean, those are fantastic opportunities, but also the kind of experience you get from competing in a tournament over that sort of number of days at that level, meeting teams from all over the world, people from Ukraine, from the Congo, from everywhere. It's an incredible experience.
You have an amateur career that we've seen before. We know that you're an exciting fighter. What was it about the UKMMAF team that you wanted? What was the reason you wanted to be involved with this team?
There were two reasons really. The first one's obviously just the opportunity to go abroad and to go to Vegas, and I saw the exposure it had last year, how well the team did. They got a lot of love for it from the UK MMA scene, and I just wanted to be a part of that this year. I was gutted I missed out on it last year, but it didn't really have the kind of it wasn't really out there like it has been this year. Everybody's talking about it this year, and I just wanted that same recognition. And I've already been on the ISK England squad and fought in Italy, and I was on Team Rings UK and fought in Japan, and I just think Vegas will be like the icing on the cake for me as an amateur.
You competed at the Amateur Worlds last year as well. Yeah. What was it that brought you back to the table this time?
The experience was words can't even describe how amazing it was out there. It's good experience to get before going pro as well. So.
Well, what's the level of talent that you've seen so far, and are you impressed? And how well do you think our team can do?
Yeah, I think we can do pretty well. For the only team we've got to watch out for is the Americans, because they know how to wrestle. But we've got a lot of good guys who's trying out. You know, we had all the 1s and 2s down today, and everyone stepped the game up. You know, we sparred a couple of weeks ago, but it got even better today.
Your team. The final selections, I know are being made, but how impressed have you been with the talent that have come in? And is there anybody that's surprised? Have your eyes been opened by anybody?
Yeah, some real good talents. I'm terrible with names.
That's right. You don't have to name them because they'll all get jealous.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names, but there's some real good up and comers there. And it was an open invitation to everyone. Some have said to come, never turn up. They miss out on that one. But some good bods here, and like young, hungry kids. And I got punched in the face a few times today.
Are there medals in this here team?
I think so. I'd like to say a couple. Yeah. I think there's a few last year Luke got, so I want to try and beat his record, of course. But again, it's a bigger competition this year. There's more countries in it, more teams, and it comes down. The Americans, I think, won all the medals last year because of wrestling.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to get a few anyway. Not a couple of them. As long as they perform well and it's experience, it can only improve them. It can only get better, and I want to see them improve and get better.
You've got a little time, you've got some time before July, and are you planning on bringing the team together, periodically? Do you have a plan for what you want to do leading up to July?
Yeah, I just want to arrange it. It's hard because everyone's from around the country. There's miles away from each other, and I just try and get them here. So if they're free, we'll try and get them together, have sparring session, like they roll, talk to them, add a few little bits to the game. But yeah, I think it's good for team bonding, get to know each other.
You've come out here. Is this your second training session, and what are you taking away from this? What have you been? What have you really enjoyed? What has been sort of the thing that makes you go, man, I can't wait to keep doing this?
Just techniques, some learning. It's all about learning with MMA. You never stop learning. Every time I go on the mat, I've learned something new.
What's the experience thus far been like for you? What have been some of the things that have impressed you about it so far?
The setup's really good, and I like the way it's run. The coaches are really good. I see what they're looking for, and what they want out of us as well. And they're not trying to change us, and that's what I like. It's hard to change, and I know and understand it takes a long time to even just to prepare yourself for this, never mentally and physically. Never mind trying to change the way you fight. So that's what they're not trying to do, and I appreciate that loads. I also like these guys I wouldn't necessarily get to train with for coming here, so it's nice to test myself against them as well, and I enjoy that as well.
What's been the best part of the training so far? What part have you gone, man, that's an experience I wouldn't have had if I didn't do this?
Getting to spar with other people. I love sparring with new people. You get to show you where you're at, so yeah, I enjoy it.
And you have a teammate competing here as well, looking to get in. You did it last year. Again, did he get in your ear and say, this is something you need to do?
Yeah, as soon as he got back to the gym, everyone was asking him questions and everything, and when he was over there putting pictures on Facebook, and I thought, I want to be there now.
And of course, you go out to Vegas, you're going to take your team out there with you. Do you have a vision yet about sort of how you're going to run the team when you're out there? Forget the train, but are you going to keep them together as a unit? Are you going to?
The plan is to try and keep them together and this and that. We'll hit the 24-hour strip club with a buffet in. Excellent. Because it's a great buffet. Yeah. I'll take them there. That's the plan. But yeah,
maybe some Invicta and some UFC as well.
Yeah. Try and see. It's going to be a crazy weekend. It's Expo weekend.
Yep.
This and that.
It's on Fight Pass. They're looking to put the amateur competition on Fight Pass.
So that's what I mean. It's going to be a busy week. But I'm there for them. At the end of the day, going to be there, trying to stay all together, concentrate, getting the fights done. And once the fights are all done out the way, then they've got time to do whatever they want afterwards. But I'm just there to watch, make sure to try and win, and keep on the backs. And if anyone steps out of line, I'll tell them. I use a bit of language when I tell them here. Like, you didn't see it today, but normally I tell them when they need to be told. But yeah.
I said last question, this is it. How pleased do you, again, with the quality of the talent that has turned out, and are you surprised at just how good some of these kids are?
Yeah, talent-wise. There is some, like I say again, I can't remember names. I'm terrible. Let's call them 1, 2s and 3s. But I'm really pleased with the talent. I'm glad to have some good bods.
So the future for amateur MMA in the UK is looking bright, and can only look better if the UKMMAF get their way.
Yeah, I think so, 100%. And like I said, some really good people here. So I'm really surprised. And some of the ground game, and they've got everything now. So yeah, it's the only way forward.